Welcome back, YouTube pipe smokers. Spurgeon settings, and I wanted to come to you guys with a question that I've been posed on uh, why would you specialize specific pipes to specific pipe tobacco? Now, before we get into today's subject, I do want to point out I am smoking uh, my dark ale rat race poker, and in this pipe, I am currently smoking aged Burley Flake. Aged Burley Flake. This is one I've recently been smoking the past few weeks, 2 weeks maybe. And to get an idea of it, and I'm gonna have a video on this blend Wednesday, a review. And so be in tune for that. I'm not gonna share anymore. I want to leave it to that video. I'm also smoking today. I always forget the name of it. It's just called a Yarrow, or that's the maker. Made in Denmark. This is one of those estate pipes I talked about before. I showed you guys before. I don't know much about it, but it's a cheap pipe, but it's a solid smoker. So I do smoke two a day. I trade in on and off, cycle through them in one day. So this one I've been smoking recently, or I've smoked once this morning so far, and it is for primary Virginia blends. Um, and then this one is primarily for my English blends, which today I am smoking a Burley out of it. So this gets to our question for today, or our comment discussion for today. I'm gonna go and just put this pipe down because it's just gonna keep going out. So why would you specialize a pipe? And along with that, should you specialize your pipes for specific tobaccos? So let's get to first, should you? Should you do it? You don't have to at all. You don't. You'll be just fine if you don't. That's the beauty of pipe tobacco or pipe smoking, is just do what you want. There's very few you shoulds or musts in pipe tobacco. Obviously, you must light it, and you must properly light it. You must properly tamp it. Those aren't things of opinion. Those are things you should do. If not, you just won't be able to smoke your pipe. So there's a handful of you need to do this in pipe tobacco or in pipe smoking. But most of the things of pipe smoking are very personal and subjective. It is to your taste and to your likings. And so when it comes to specializing your pipes, you don't have to. You could smoke 10 blends in one pipe for all you care, and that is absolutely fine. Or you could have just one blend for each pipe. Not even a different blends or a different types of one blends. Let's just say a vapor. I'm only going to smoke this type of vapor in this pipe, and then this pipe over here is going to have a different vapor. Some people specialize that much. I mentioned Mutton Chop Piper on this, recommended him on this channel. He specializes that significantly. He has, and I'm supposing he still does. He's had videos where he shows, I have a pipe for my English early morning pipe. I have a pipe for GLP's Westminster, etc. He has a specific one. I don't go that far, and so I'm gonna say, should you do it? You don't have to. Are you gonna benefit from it? I do think you will. I do think you will, at least to a point. So why would you though? Why is that something you should do or think about doing? Well, one, every tobacco has a flavoring, has a taste. And we all understand that, hence why we enjoy pipe tobacco. That flavoring, that taste, and I'm not even talking about casing of aromatics, I'm just talking about the natural flavoring, more often than not will stick to the carbon cake inside your pipe. And so I'm not sure if this is going to show up, but inside, I just recently reamed this bowl, so there's not much carbon cake right now. But inside, you have your carbon cake. You want that carbon cake. That's a video for another day, but long story short, you want it. And as you smoke, you build up carbon cake, and the flavoring or the aroma, the character of that tobacco you smoke in there will have a lasting effect or a lasting hold onto the pipe. And so that's something you need to consider when you're smoking blends. So if you have a a vapor, a Virginia Perique, that's a vapor, you really love, and you smoke it in a pure Virginia or an English blend pipe that you use often, you're going to taste that Perique. And so more than others, certain blends really hold on to the pipe, the flavoring, the character, the notes. Um, that is one reason why you may want to specialize a bit. Meaning, your English pipes that have primarily Virginia, Latakia, and Oriental, maybe a hint of Perique, but those that are low in Perique or have none, you may not want to smoke any Perique blends in those. Otherwise, you'll just pick up the Perique. Almost all blends have Virginia. So it's not like you have an English blend. Let's just say this is my Virginia pipe. But let's just say this is my English pipe. When I smoke English blends, it's not like, oh no, I can't smoke any English or any Virginias out here. Well, that's silly because almost all the blends that I smoke of that are English blends, which I think all English blends pretty much do, have Virginia as a base for further flavoring, further sweetness. And so if I smoke straight Virginia out of here, it's not going to mess with this pipe at all. I'm going to pick up that flavoring nonetheless. And it's going to meld well with the English blends I smoke in here already. So it doesn't really matter. Now, when I smoke that straight Virginia blend in this pipe, I'm probably going to pick up some Latakia flavoring or character in it. I might pick up some spiciness from the Orientals, possibly. So I'm going to smoke. I'm usually not going to smoke Virginias out of this, though I can without much effect. So that is a reason why you would want to specialize. Another minor reason why you may want to specialize is gives you more variety in your life, more purposefully avoiding even blends you like. And so today I'm not smoking vapors. I like vapors. I have some vapors I really enjoy. Today I'm not going to have any vapors in my blends or in my pipe. And so even if I want some, I'm in my setup, I voluntarily will not have any, and it gives me something long for the next day when I will in my selection. So that's another minor reason. But I do want to say the main reason why most do is to keep a pure taste of the blends you smoke. I don't take this to heart, or I don't stick by this rule incredibly. I just told you I'm smoking Burley in this. Burley's really not going to leave much of a lasting note anyway itself. And so I don't stick to this rule really hard and fast, but it's something I do kind of guide myself by. And so I think you will benefit. Here's one area where I think you truly need to follow this rule, or you'll be very fortunate. And that's aromatic blends. I don't smoke many aromatics as it is, but I will not smoke an aromatic in almost any pipe in my rotation except one pipe that is specifically for aromatics. The casing or the topping in an aromatic will they call ghost your pipes. Ghosting is where that flavoring just lasts and it sticks to your pipe and you're going to taste it. And so Autumn Evening by not GLPs, by Cornell and Dill. That is one of my favorite aromatics. That one has a maple flavor and it's a great blend. I'm not going to smoke it in these because if I do, I am more often than not going to taste maple in my smoke, even if I smoke something else. And so I at least would encourage you, if you disregard anything I say, and that's fine, you don't have to follow it. I do think you'll be benefited if you do not smoke aromatics and non-aromatic pipes. So at the very least, this is what I would encourage you to do. Whether you have 2 pipes or 4 or 20, what have you, I would have at least a specific number of pipes set aside just for your aromatics, and the rest can be for whatever English, Virginia, Vapor, Burley, etc. blend that you want to smoke. That would be what I would encourage you to do at the very least. I think you'll benefit from it, from enjoying the flavors in the non-aromatics, and vice versa, and that will help protect you there. So eventually I'll get into more what is my rotation. I'm still not doing that just yet as far as my pipe rotation. I'm going to hold off just a little bit longer on that. But if you do have any questions on picking certain blends to go in pipes, feel free to give me or send off a question. Some blends, and I didn't get into this, but some blends do better in certain pipes. And I didn't get on that on purpose because I'm not an expert on that. I can tell you this was originally a Virginia, pure Virginia uh, pipe tobacco, or pipe. Sorry, my mind's just blanking right now. And I realized it just could not handle the heat from Virginia's, and so I switched it over to an English, and I'm really happy with that. It smokes well. Or I have a Burley in here right now, smokes it great. I don't mind that at all. It does well with it. So keep that in mind. Hopefully that helps you in your enjoyment of this hobby. And guys, if you have any questions, leave them. If you're interested in those tobaccos I recently put a video on for trading, let me know. I'm still would love to get a trade going on one of those. And I still have that pipe for sale, that Chacombe Jurassic, and you can see one of my recent videos on that. So feel free to leave me a comment on those. So guys, y'all have a great next few days, and we will see you guys Wednesday.